Do you trust yourself? I know it's kind of a ridiculous question, but I think many of us turn to the outside to make sure we're doing the right things, and we want guidance, we want support, we want pretty much people to make decisions for us. And at least that's how I've been. Not my whole life. It's just been the last few years that I've been really just listening within in my heart and my soul, and not getting too caught up in so much of what everybody else is doing, and following what feels right to me. And some of it doesn't really fit into society and the way people think success should be. But for me, success is that I'm happy. For me, success is that I'm living my passion, that I'm living my dream, that I'm allowing more of myself to be felt and seen, and allowing my authenticity to be expressed naturally. And that feels right to me. I spent too much of my life trying to people please and trying to be someone I'm not, and fearing that one day I'll get caught. And I was just miserable. And there's so many people out there who are depressed, and they're just depressed because there's so much inside, and they're not allowing themselves to experience that. They're trying to live this perfect life, which is bullshit, because there's no perfect life. I mean, live the life that you live. And there's so many ideas on what success should be, and how we should look to society, and what we should wear, and how we should wear makeup. And I actually stopped wearing makeup, I want to say like 3 years ago. And natural beauty to me is just, it's beautiful. Now, if you like makeup, I'm not saying that that's wrong or bad. There's nothing wrong about anything that we do. The problem is people tell us that it's wrong. People tell us all these ways that we should be. And you see that a lot on Facebook, and especially in the coaching field today, and how to be a successful coach and what you need to do. And a lot of the times it doesn't even resonate with the person, but they're trying to push themselves through. And that's okay if you want to stretch yourself. But the same token, does it feel right to you? Do you want to have coaching packages? Do you want to do all these things that everybody else is doing? Or do you just want to relax into your truth, into your inner knowing, and let yourself express naturally, and let yourself find what works for you? I like one-on-one coaching. I like one-on-one healing. For me, the intimacy, it means a lot, and I know it means a lot for my client. And somehow getting lost in a big coaching package, a big coaching group or whatever, and it can be beneficial because you get support from others. But the same token, don't you want to feel special? Don't you want to feel like you're the center of attention? I mean, that's why a lot of people go to therapy, because they're not seen, they're not heard, and they pay somebody just to see them, to hear them, to help them experience themselves. And that's the beauty of the work that I do with my clients, and that's the beauty of finding somebody holding that space for us. It just feels so good. We melt into that, and that's like the ideal relationship. That's like the ideal partnership with somebody, is to have somebody kind of just hold that space and let us be who we are, and just love us unconditionally. And a lot of people love by conditions. It's like the minute you say something or do something that they don't like, they don't talk to you, or they unfriend you, or whatever. And it's like, oh my gosh, there's so many different points of views that each of us have, and it's so beautiful to share that. It's so beautiful to see the different ways people live. And there's no one way to be in this earthly reality. There's so much talk about 3D, 4D, 5D, or whatever Ds. That no, we're all in this together. It doesn't matter what words you're speaking, or what type of wisdom you have flowing through you. I mean, it's important to share that, because this is, it could help somebody else. But the same token, nobody is better or worse than anybody else. We see things from a human perspective, which is often tainted and quite defective. And if we let go of the judgments and we open our spiritual eyes, we'll all see that we're all kind of experiencing the same inside. We all have the same fears. We all have the same doubts. We all have the same worries. Not everybody expresses those things. And for me, it's like, it's okay if you feel doubt. It's okay if you feel, it's like, it's all okay. It's all accepted in this earthly play, at least by me. And even the joys and the happiness and everything, however people are living, let them be. Let them choose how they want to be. I mean, if somebody's reaching for more money and wanting to manifest all these things, I used to be really judgmental about that. But I'm just like, you know what? If that's what makes them happy, cool. If somebody wants to create a success coaching business where they're creating group coaching programs, great, that's cool, that's for them. It's like, who are we to judge? Who are we to say how anybody else should be living their lives? I think what's most important is, are we happy inside? Are we following the path that's right for us? Or are we trying to live our lives to prove that we're somebody? The thing is, we are somebody. We are made from God's source loving energy. We are somebody. Some of us suppress our talents and gifts because we don't think it could fit in, or we don't think we'll make money from it, or we're in fear what other people will say or whatever. And that's sad to me, because I know I lived that way, and it took me 50 years to actually get to the point where, hey, you know what? I lovingly embrace who I am. I lovingly embrace my journey. I lovingly embrace the visions that are given to me, and I love moving towards them, for them, in experiencing the journey along the way, and getting to know more of myself, because I know that the visions that are given to me is for me to do, and it's my responsibility to follow through. But they're not only for me to do, but it's to help me to expand, to learn, to grow while I'm here in Earth School, and to heal anything that's blocking my natural talents and abilities to flow naturally. And I invite you to do the same. I invite you to kind of just sit with yourself and just feel into your heart. And ask your heart what it really wants to experience on this life journey. Ask your heart what matters to you, what brings you passion, what brings you joy, what do you value? What's important to you, and make sure it's not coming from your conditioning. Make sure you know that this is coming from the truth at the core of your being, because a lot of us have all this stuff in the way, and we don't really know what makes us happy today. And the thing is, we won't know as long as we're following other people's ways. The way to find out what makes us happy is to take risks and see, and to move through that inner debris that tells us that we're not okay, that we're stupid, that it's bad or wrong or whatever. No, it's not. You're not. You're a beautiful divine spark, and spark of the divine, a golden treasure in the universe's mind. And I appreciate you, and I adore you, and however you're expressing, however you're living, that's okay. You're okay. You don't need to try to prove anything in this earthly play. You're exactly where you need to be on this life journey, and allow things to unfold naturally. Set a goal, but don't be too attached to the goal or the outcome or how things unfold. Have that vision in your mind. Feel it, that passion inside your heart, and let that passion, that energy lead and guide your life journey. Don't be too concerned about how other people are doing their journey. Come back to center. Ask yourself what's important to you daily, and follow that energy. I know that you can do this if you choose. I believe in you, and I love